Today I'm sharing a full Turkish dinner menu made with the simple zero waste habits I rely on every day, cooking with what's already on hand. We'll start with comforting Yayla çorbası, a yogurt soup that CNN named one of the world's top 20. Then I'll show you how to cook pasta without draining the water. Prepare 2 easy side dishes from leftover vegetables. And finish the menu with a fragrant chicken sauté. Along the way, we'll talk about the joy of cooking for family and the small choices that help us avoid waste in the kitchen. If you enjoy cozy, practical meals that save time and make the most of everything you have, this episode is for you. I had a couple of eggplants waiting in the fridge. I decided to turn them into a beautiful side dish. I'm just going to roast them until soft and smoky. Meanwhile, I'm boiling my water for the pasta. I always try to work with a couple of dishes while I'm on stove top already, and while checking my eggplants, I'm also going to begin to make my soup. Yesterday I cooked mantı, and instead of throwing away that beautiful flavorful cooking water, I saved it. It's slightly thick with a bit of fat and the taste of the dumplings. So today I'm using it as the base for the delicious Yayla çorbası, our classic Turkish yogurt soup. I just added some washed rice in it and we're going to cook until soft. For the pasta, I'm using just enough water to barely cover it. I added some salt after it is boiled. Add the pasta and let it cook on medium heat, stirring from time to time. Meanwhile, my eggplants are soft on all sides. Now I can take out the flesh. The easiest way to take them is using spoon and knife. You just cut from the middle and scoop out the flesh. I'm holding from the stem part of the eggplant, so while it is still hot, still I can work easily. Then I just cut them into small cubes, even almost into a puree. And later I will add the yogurt and seasonings. Into my soup I'm adding bone broth that is homemade. I made earlier and put it into the freezer. I'm also checking my pasta. It almost soaked all the water. I'm not gonna drain it. And to add the butter, just going to brown a little bit to get the extra flavor. But if you want, you can also just add the butter in, let it melt and stir. But this way it will be more nutty flavor coming from browning process. Next, I'm making a simple leek and carrot side dish using the 2 leeks I had left in the fridge. Normally we make pırasa leek as a classic zeytinyağlı dish, but today I'm preparing a much lighter and quicker version. I just thinly sliced the leeks, added some salt and partially sautéed before adding the grated carrots. The carrot is for a sweetness and a little bit more color here. We don't add any tomato paste in this style. It's all about keeping the flavors clean and fresh. Drizzled some water and cooked until the vegetables are soft. Meanwhile, I'm adding yogurt into my grilled eggplant puree, some salt, and of course you can add some crushed garlic, but my family doesn't prefer, so I'm not adding here. My first side dish is ready to serve. Checking my leek and carrot sauté. Everything looks fine and soft. As a final touch, after turning it off, I drizzle good amount of lemon. An extra drizzle of olive oil is always a good thing. Next, I'm making the yogurt sauce for my Yayla çorbası. I cracked 1 egg, added about a cup of yogurt and a 1 heaped tablespoon of flour. Stir everything and then add the hot water, drizzling while whisking to heat up the mixture first. Make sure you drizzle and stir. This way it will heat up nicely without curdling the yogurt. Then drizzle the sauce back into the soup and continue to simmer until it is bubbling and thickened well. You can always adjust with extra more water if needed. Now my soup is almost ready, the 2 side dishes and the pasta. I can move on to my main dish, the chicken sauté. I'm using the same pan, no need to clean. It has the extra bit of flavor in it. And simply, as it was my daughter's wish, I sautéed the chicken thigh cut in cube. And just going to add some sliced green peppers and a crush of garlic. In moments like this, I'm reminded how the kitchen slows everything down. Even on the hard weeks, chopping vegetables and stirring a pan brings a kind of calm I didn't know I needed. Cooking for family feels like a quiet way of saying we are okay, we are here, and every little ingredient becomes a blessing rather than something to waste. Every bit of food matters, even the small pieces, the leftovers, the things we sometimes overlook. They all have value. When we respect what we have and try not to waste, the meal becomes even more meaningful. I think that's why home cooking is so special. It's not just a recipe, it's the intention, the care, the stories that happen in between. And today, with these simple ingredients, we made a table full of flavors and memories.